You may have heard that sound before. A sharp, hollow thud echoes from a nearby window. Not loud enough to cause alarm, but enough to make you look up. You step outside and find a small bird lying motionless beneath the glass. Just moments ago, it was darting through the trees. Now, everything is strangely silent. Most people assume it's just an unfortunate accident, but the truth is very different. While you're enjoying your morning coffee, reading a book, or simply looking out into your backyard, an invisible danger may be hiding in plain sight. The frightening part is that it doesn't look dangerous at all. It's your window. To us, glass is obvious. We see the frame, the edges, and instantly recognize it as a barrier. Birds don't always see it that way. When a clear blue sky reflects across a window, or when nearby trees appear perfectly mirrored on the surface, birds don't see glass. They see open sky. They see a continuation of their habitat, and they fly straight toward it at full speed. What happens next often takes less than a second. If you love discovering the hidden secrets of nature right outside your door, be sure to subscribe now. What you're about to learn may completely change the way you look at every window in your home and could help save the lives of the birds that visit your yard every day. If you have a bird feeder in your yard, there's a surprising truth you should know. Sometimes, the real problem isn't the window itself. Sometimes, the feeder you installed to help birds can unintentionally become part of the danger. Imagine a peaceful morning. A sparrow is perched on a feeder, picking at sunflower seeds. Suddenly, a shadow flashes overhead. Maybe it's a hawk, maybe it's a neighborhood cat, or perhaps it's just an unexpected noise. Instantly, survival instincts take over. No thinking, no hesitation. The bird launches into flight at full speed. And that's when distance matters. Bird conservation experts often refer to the space between about 10 and 30 feet from a window as the danger zone. Few people realize that this distance is almost perfect for creating a deadly collision. If a feeder is very close to a window, birds don't have enough room to build up speed. Even if they strike the glass, the impact is often much less severe. But between 10 and 30 feet, everything changes. That's enough space for a small bird to reach remarkable speed. When startled, birds accelerate almost instantly. If their escape path lines up with a reflection of sky or trees in the glass, the results can be devastating. Most homeowners have no idea this is happening. They place feeders where they can easily watch birds from the living room. They enjoy seeing activity outside a large picture window. Yet, without realizing it, they may be creating a perfect runway leading directly into glass. The good news is that the solution is surprisingly simple. Place feeders within 3 feet of a window. At that distance, birds can't build enough momentum to cause a serious impact if they fly toward the glass. The second option is to place feeders more than 30 feet away. When birds are farther from the house, they have more time to recognize their surroundings and are less likely to be fooled by reflections. In the familiar space of your own backyard, moving a feeder just a few feet can mean the difference between life and death. But feeder placement is only part of the story, because there are certain times of day when even the most ordinary window can transform into a deadly mirror. Some windows may seem harmless at noon, yet become most dangerous in the early morning. As the sun rises, low-angled light hits east-facing windows. Trees, sky, fences, and green patches in the yard can be reflected so clearly that it becomes hard to tell what is real and what is not. To us, it may look beautiful. To a bird, it may look like an open passage. The first 2 hours after sunrise are some of the busiest hours in a bird's day. After a long night without food, birds leave their roosts to search for seeds, insects, water, and territory. Their bodies need energy. Their eyes are constantly scanning shrubs, open spaces, and signs of danger. And at that exact moment, a shining window can fool them completely. A cardinal may see tree branches reflected in the glass. A sparrow may see open blue sky ahead. A woodpecker may fly across the yard, believing the trees continue beyond the window. In a split second, they fly toward what they think is open space. But morning is not the only dangerous time. Late in the day, about 90 minutes before sunset, west-facing windows can become trapped. Golden evening light spreads across the glass. making reflected trees appear deeper, sharper, and more realistic. This is also when many birds hurry to find one last meal before nightfall. They fly faster, they become more alert, and sometimes more easily startled. Migration season makes the danger even greater. Local birds may already know your yard. They may recognize the porch, the fence line, and the large windows that should be avoided. But migrating birds are different. They may have traveled hundreds, even thousands of miles. They are tired, hungry, stressed, and completely unfamiliar with every house, street, and glass surface in your neighborhood. To them, your backyard is not familiar territory. It is a new map filled with confusing signals. And sometimes, one beautiful reflection is enough to become the final trap. One day, what we've been talking about may happen right in front of you. You hear the impact. You rush outside, and beneath your window lies a small bird, motionless on the ground. In that moment, most people panic. Our first instinct is to help immediately. We want to pick the bird up, comfort it, bring it indoors, or place it somewhere warm in hopes that it will recover faster. That sounds reasonable, but what many people don't realize is that these well-intentioned actions can sometimes make things worse. After a collision, many birds do not die instantly. They are stunned. Much like an athlete suffering a concussion after a hard hit, a bird's brain may simply need time to recover. During this vulnerable state, being handled, moved around, exposed to bright lights, or surrounded by noise can dramatically increase stress levels. For a creature that may weigh only a few ounces, extreme stress can be almost as dangerous as the injury itself. That's why bird rehabilitation experts often use a surprisingly simple approach. First, find a small cardboard box. Line the bottom with a soft towel or clean cloth. Do not provide food, do not provide water, and never try to force the bird to eat or drink. Next, gently place the bird into the box using a towel or gloves. Remember, the goal is not to care for the bird like a pet. The goal is to create the safest possible environment for its body to recover naturally. Close the box while leaving a few small air holes for ventilation. Then place it somewhere dark, quiet, and away from children, pets, or other disturbances. Darkness has a remarkable effect. Without constant light and stimulation, the bird can focus its energy on recovery rather than reacting to potential threats around it. For the next 30 minutes, the best thing you can do is nothing. It sounds strange, but silence can be one of the greatest gifts you can offer. After about half an hour, take the box back outside. Open the lid slowly. If the bird has recovered, you may witness something extraordinary. It lifts its head, looks around for a few seconds, and then suddenly launches back into the sky as if nothing ever happened. It's one of the most rewarding moments any nature lover can experience. But not every danger comes during daylight hours. When darkness falls, another threat, an even larger one, quietly begins, drawing millions of birds toward deadly windows. While we sleep, millions of birds are still flying. Many migratory species travel through the darkness, navigating by the stars, the horizon, and Earth's magnetic field. This remarkable system has guided birds for thousands of years. But in recent decades, something new has entered the sky. Artificial light, bright windows glowing through the night, can disorient migrating birds. Instead of continuing their journey, they may become attracted to the light, circling buildings, wasting precious energy, and dramatically increasing their risk of colliding with glass. That's why many conservation groups encourage homeowners to turn off unnecessary indoor lights between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. during peak migration periods. And if you want to make your windows safer, remember one simple rule. Any markings on the glass should be spaced no more than 2 inches apart horizontally and 4 inches apart vertically. Whether you use bird-safe window tape, glass markers, or exterior screens, the goal is the same. Help birds recognize that the space is blocked. In the end, birds choose to visit your yard because it offers food, water, and shelter. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give them isn't a new feeder or more seed. It's simply moving a feeder a few feet, marking a window, or turning off a light before bed. Have you ever heard that unmistakable thud against one of your windows? What did you do? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to read it. and every experience helps us learn how to better protect these incredible backyard visitors.